Hello, my name's Greg Egan, and today we're going to actually look at the Nepean River area near Penrith. And I'm going to look at some of the cafes, the restaurants you can eat at, and also some of the walking that you can do around here. So let's go and see what we can see out here. But to start with, as you can see, we do have plenty of parking when you come to the Nepean River. There's a cafe area here with lots of different small restaurants as well. And so this is one of the places you can park. But overall, there's plenty of parking in this area. And I'll just do a round shot here. As you can see, the parking lot is quite big. All right, let's go have a look and see what we can find along the way. All right, as you can see here, all this area is sort of cafe, restaurants type area. And there's a lot of nice little food places here and plenty of choice. Great places to come for breakfast and great places to grab a coffee. And then after you eat something, there's also plenty of places to walk. It is kids friendly. Sometimes people do bring their dogs walking down here on the river, and there's also plenty of places to go walking and riding your bike around here as well. And some people will bring their canoes down here, or there's a lot of water sports that go on down here as well. All right, let's just walk in and I'll show you around. See, seems to be some health and fitness place here. Got some nice restaurants along here. Some of these places are only open for lunch and dinner. I've eaten in this Asian restaurant before. It's very nice. As you can see, there's usually a lot of kids around here. Some of the lunch specials around this area. It's the Asian restaurants. As you can see, it's a great view to actually come here and eat. Sit with friends, sit with family. It's a really good location. And there's a lot to do around here. You can spend a few hours down here with the kids actually. As you can see, plenty of seating area for restaurants. This one's closed at the moment. A lot of these are closed until lunch. So this looks like Lone Star now. There was a cafe before. And it looks like it's closed. What time is Lone Star open? So Lone Star is open from 8 AM Sunday to Saturday till 9 PM at night. See from Lone Star's menu. I can't see with the reflection, but yeah, Lone Star. Let's continue to explore and see what's down here. I'm going to walk out a little bit because I don't want to get too many people on camera. Some people get a little bit touchy about this stuff. So this is in the Nepean River at Penrith. So I'd stop here because it looks like they have yum cha here at Nepean River at Penrith. They have breakfast menu. There we go. We've got a little dessert bar up here which has some really nice yummy desserts. I have had desserts here before, and that's called the Teller Balls Dessert Bar. Oh my god, I had crepes here once, I think it was, or waffles, and I was so full after that. As you can see around here, it's a really nice view. Here we have the coffee club. I've eaten breakfast here a few times. The coffee club's quite popular with people. Of course, a lot of outdoor seating area. Here's another little coffee shop. I guess I'm going to stop for a bite to eat. But what I'm going to do is walk across to the river first and actually just show you some of the immediate views before I eat. And then I'm going to have a better exploration of the place as I go. So I'll cross across the road quickly so you can see exactly what's opposite the cafes. So let's cross here. So that's the Nepean River in Penrith here. And as you can see, there's the cafe. So the cafe actually has some great sort of views. It's a really peaceful place to come with family, friends, or even just come yourself. Like I am this morning, just to grab some breakfast. Now let's just come down here and check this place out. This bridge over here to the left, a lot of people walk across it. There's a big walk they do for a bit of exercise, and you get a really nice view of the river from up there. As you can see, again, a lot of parking. And let's go down even further as we walk into this place. It used to be a boat ramp down here, but it looks like they've closed it off for some reason. There's been a lot of upgrades to the river over the last couple of years. Look at that view. It's just awesome. I know as a kid I used to, we had some boats and we used to launch the boats from here and go up and down the river, which you can do, and just relax on the water. Oh, here you go. Here's where the boat ramp's been moved to by the looks of it. I'll just walk over here and show you guys that like your boat things. Up there, there's more parking. So if you are bringing your boat, there's the parking up there. And so let's have a look at this down here. As we walk down. Look at that. So that's where people are launching their boats and or surf skis, whatever you like to do down here, or even canoes or other sorts of little boats, or kayaking. And it looks like there's people doing morning exercise at the top there. Looks like Tai Chi, which they're doing up there. And yes, so here's the view you can see. Now I'm just going to stop the video for a second as we as I want to walk back and decide what I'm going to eat for breakfast, and then we'll do further walk soon. I've decided to eat at one of the cafes here, and I'm going to eat at something called the Mall Denise, if I'm pronouncing it right. But let's see what the food looks like. I've ordered myself a large cappuccino and their big breakfast. So let's see how we go. I've eaten at a few of the restaurants here, but this is one I haven't tried, so I thought I'd try this cafe today. As you can see, it's not a bad view sitting from the cafe here eating breakfast. It's a good way just to relax in the morning. But of course they do have lunch and dinner around these areas, and there's a lot of lunch and dinner specials too. So just remember that. And there's the coffee club next to me as well. Now they just gave me some table water on the thing, but also coffee, cappuccino, as you can see. Now I'm just going to try the coffee because I am a bit of a coffee snob. So let's see how this goes. Actually, I like that coffee here. It's not too bad. Anyway, I'm just going to continue to enjoy my coffee. Okay, it looks like my breakfast has arrived, and I did order the large breakfast as I said. And what I'll do, I'll just sort of demonstrate what I've got. As you can see, there's some sausages on it. There's some bacon. There's some mushrooms, toast, hash browns, and some butter. So it's quite a large breakfast, and I think I'll be pretty full after this. This is just another look at the breakfast from a different angle. And as you can see, it's quite substantial. I just ate the first sausage. It's okay. It's not bad. And I'm going to continue to enjoy it. And the good coffee they serve here. Okay, now I'm going to continue my little walk along the river and show you what's actually here. Now that breakfast I just had wasn't bad, like the large breakfast and a large coffee. That cost me $23 Australian. And so that gives you an idea of the sort of breakfast you can get here. That is a very westernised Aussie type breakfast, I guess you could say. Even an English type breakfast. And yeah, I would say it was pretty average. The coffee was good, I liked it. But you can't really do much wrong with bacon and eggs and sausages. Though the sausages could have been better. And though they said they served it with spinach on the side. And the spinach was a little bit, yuck, I didn't even touch it. It was all crushed up, looked burnt, it looked like it was a little bit sort of, I don't know, old, for a better word. All right, I'm just going to take a walk down here on some of the things you can do with the kids. And so you can see along here, it's a big bike track, or some people use their skateboards, or some people just walk. There's a lot of toilet facilities around here, rubbish bins, but here's the park. Got some sort of picnic areas. We'll go down the bottom here and we'll walk along the river. A lot of people tend to have little picnics down here, and yeah, or they just ride their bikes or run with their kids or just have fun during summer. Some of the kids do swim in here, though I do put an edge of caution. There's the playground for the kids. I do put an edge of caution when it comes to swimming in the river here, is that sometimes after big storms your things can be left under the water, which could place a risk, so don't jump in, although some people do. I just sort of warn against it. And but yeah, apart from that, this is a great place just to come for a little family picnic, to kick the soccer ball with your kid, to have little birthday parties if you want to do something outdoors. It's a nice little area and a lot of people do these things here. I'm going to walk up to a point where there's an actual bridge where you can actually cross the river. I'm not going on that bridge I showed you earlier. I'm going to go on a different one. And this other bridge I'm going to actually has a cafe on the other side of it. Though I'm not going to eat there today, I might review it on another day. But let's have a look at this place today anyway and see how we go. As you can tell, it's very nice and peaceful. On weekends though, this is a Friday, on weekends this can get very busy here, and it's just full of people. Though what I found funny is a lot of the locals know about the cafe, but people that come into this area, into Penrith, they just go into the town centre and eat. They don't think that taking an extra 5 minutes out of town could get you to places like this just for a picnic lunch. Of course, we're about 5 minutes drive from the major shopping centre of Westfields, where you've got basically everything you could possibly need. There's a lot of electronic stores around here, homeware stores in the area. Yeah, pretty much everything you can need is in this Penrith area when it comes to shopping, and grocery stores, all those sorts of things. There's a lot of facilities. This is just one of the green areas where you can get away from the hustle and bustle of the busy in a town centre. As you can see, small little picnic areas there with tables and chairs, which are useful for the kids, useful for couples that want to come down here and just relax. It's generally just a good area just to come and relax and chill out. I've seen people come down here with their books even and just sit here and just read in the nice quiet area. So that's where we have walked from. This is where we're going. See, as you can tell, it's all concreted, so easy walking path. But I'm just going to turn this off now because there's some couples walking down. As you can see, this sort of bike track goes on for a long time, and yep, great for walking, going on a bike, skateboard, whatever you prefer to do. But let's work up a little bit further. Coming to another section. These trees here are covered in some beautiful leaves at different times of the year. More sort of toilet facilities. Here you have a little bit of a accommodation place. But personally, I think there's probably better places to stay in the Penrith area than there. Like there's a club locally called Panthers Leagues Club, and there's a big sort of hotel there. And the reason I say that's good is because you have all the clubs and restaurants next to you. Here you have as a little play thing, but the kids love it because they can, it's a little bit of an abseiling thing, sort of firefox type thing that they fly across. Keeps them busy for ages. On weekends, the kids all argue about it because they want to play on it. It's a lot of fun though, for the kids. So we're coming to the second playground area. So there's two playground areas in the park here. All along this sort of walkway, there's various areas for parking where you can just put your car. On weekends it's very hard, or late afternoons, it can be very hard to find parking along the river. So it's sometimes better to make it park over where the restaurants are. I'm cutting in and out of this video as I'm walking because I don't really want to disturb people that are coming for their morning walks and get them on camera without their permission. So I'm trying not to do that. But of course, when you're walking in crowded, busy areas, there's going to be some people you get on camera, and you can't help that, especially when you're doing sort of travel blogging, food blogging, that sort of thing. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. We're walking their dog up there. Just give me a second here. So you can just see this area. Nice, beautiful trees. Nice walking area. Now, people are wondering where Penrith is. I'll leave a map on the, on my video, but I'll also leave a link to it, Penrith City Council. If you're in the Sydney CBD on sort of tourism stuff, or you just live in the CBD, Sydney, then you can catch express trains from the city down to Penrith and also into the Blue Mountains. And so some of the express trains are a lot faster to get into the city than your normal trains that stop at every stop. So I think on an express train, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's about 45 minutes to an hour on an express train into the city. Just sort of walking off the track because it is a little bit nice just seeing these different scenes, sometimes without the sun glare in my eyes, which can be a little bit annoying. But yeah, this can be a good stop if you're actually heading to the Blue Mountains for tourism purposes, or even for a day trip, or even if you're a local. It's a great place to come for a walk, get the kids on their bike, wear them out, because if they're riding their bikes up and down here, they're going to get tired. So there is that side of it too. There's a lot here for keeping the kids busy. But we think when it comes to outdoor activities, bike riding, parks, other sorts of things. Okay. As you're walking along this park area, that's where I've come from. You'll start to come into a residential area of houses. Keep walking up here and you'll eventually get to where we're going to go and the bridge we're going to cross over. I won't film too much here because it's basically just residential and all houses along this little section of the walk. But again, it doesn't stop people sitting here and just relaxing on the open grass And of course, you got these little logs along the side that you could sit on if you're just stopping for a coffee or a drink. As you can see, I'm walking along a residential area. I've got to get right to the end of that residential area to get to where I want to. Of course, you can drive up to where I'm going if you need to, so you don't have to walk all the way from the cafe to where I'm walking now through the park. And so I'm just giving you that heads up. Yes, I'm still going. I think I'm almost there at the corner where I've got to get to. As you can see, this is all residential. But I guess you've got to feel lucky if you've got a house right here on the river. Alright, we're coming up to where I want to actually go and what I've been walking towards. Nice little houses along here. And there's some road work occurring here. It looks like they're rebuilding something here. There used to be a pub there on the river for many years. Looks like they're starting to rebuild it. And this is where I want to go. And over there to the right, there's actually a hotel. Well, let's have a look as we go up to this place. Here we are, we're going over the walking and bike bridge that covers the Nepean River. Little seating areas. Go to this side first. Over there is the road and railway bridge. Over to the other side there's a cafe. Now let's look at this over here. Just to give you an idea where I've walked. See the bridge right down the other end there? Where the cars are crossing over. That's where I walked from to where I am now. Nice walk though if you just want some beautiful views. And over there I've actually put kayaks in the river with one of my friends and paddled all the way up to the other end. As you can see, there's a couple of people in their boats down there paddling away. That area. Another sort of spot just to stop and lean across and take photos. See, coming up on the right here is some cafes. It's one cafe, I should say, restaurant. I haven't tried eating there yet, but it's fairly popular. And there's free parking there for the restaurant. My daughter said she's eaten here and she said it's quite good. And over here is another park area. There's not much there except for some places to sit, eat. There is a park just on the other end with some play equipment. I'm not going to go, maybe we'll take a quick walk over there and have a look, why not? Try this place out, I think. What's called Emu Hall restaurant in Emu Plains. So I've crossed over from the Penrith side to the Emu Plains side of the Nepean River. I so should have wore shorts doing this walk. I'm wearing jeans and I can feel the heat now, even though it started off as a cold morning. I'll learn my lesson next time I do this walk. Well, let's just cross over. I'll stop it for a sec. I'll do a little bit of a 360, you can see. I'm going to stop it until I get over to the park here. Actually, no, maybe not. Got these sort of old homes here. Not sure whether they're going to pull them down or restore them because they're historical in nature. A lot of the old historical buildings that were here were pulled down many years ago. So you can see I've done a bit of a walk this morning. I thought it's just nice for even people that live in Penrith or this Western Sydney area to know what's in their own backyard. Know what they can find or do for exercise. There's also a lot of parking along here too, where I'm walking. Yes, I have learnt my lesson. I should have worn shorts. might just walk across here because if you've got kids, then you want to know what sort of play equipment they got here. So let's just have a quick walk. If I can get across the road. So let's walk over here. So that's the riverside. There's a small little playground here. Toilets, of course. Got your sort of big open sort of oval if you want to come down with your kids, kick the ball around, or do some just outdoor fun with friends. Here you've got your typical park with swings, climbing areas, slippery slides. If you want to look around there. So yes. I'm going to actually just walk back now to where I came from, only because it seems to be a lot of sort of construction going on here, and probably not the best time to see this section of the Nepean River. You got like fences up everywhere while they're doing some work here. So I'll take some photos as I go back and add them to this video. I thought I'd just take a quick walk into Emu Hall here, this restaurant I was pointing out earlier, just so you see what it looks like around the outside here. Let's have a quick look. I'm not going to eat here today, but I'll just do a walk around the outside. So if you're looking to eat somewhere with a view, then this may be a good option. Very historical old building. And there's the walkway we're going on. Looks very nice actually, the setup here. As you can see, that's the walkway we're going to walk back on. Look at that view. Just another more slower look at this view here, because it is really nice. It is worth the walk if you love a view like this, or you want to bring your canoe down or kayak down. It's a great place to come on the water. looks like some sort of memorial. It's called the Explorers Memorial to celebrate the first crossing of the Blue Mountains by Blackstone and Lawson, Wentworth and four servants, May 1813. After further exploring and survey by G.W. Evans and party, a road was constructed from the right bank of the Nepean River and the Bathurst to the Bathurst Plains by William Cox, whose men began work in July 1814. Just for a bit of history there. Some nice flowers around here. And again, there's the hotel down there. So I'm just getting back to where I started, but I wanted to show you all this. It's the Nepean Belle. That's an old boat. For many years they've been doing river cruises up and down the Nepean River, where you get a good feed and you get a good view of the river. So if you're in Penrith on the Nepean River, you can go on these harbour cruises with the Nepean Belle. Let's get a bit closer to it. As you can see, it's an old paddle steamer, but I haven't been on it since I was a kid. But it is, it's a nice trip to do, and it's sort of a tourist thing that people come to do to see all the way up the river, and it's quite scenic as well. And that road there, as you can see, it's the bottom of the Blue Mountains, and we go about 10 minutes up that way and I'm back home. So yeah, this is pretty much in my backyard, this area, in a way, but well, not that far from my home anyway. Anyway, this has been the end of our little adventure today, exploring up and down the Nepean River, the park here, what there is to eat, and yeah, also my little breakfast that I had this morning, as I continue on this little journey of showing you different places. Yeah, I think we'll have a lot of fun along the way, and this is more about looking after your mental health. And I should say that at the end of this, is that you have got to get out of the house. You have got to get out of here. You've got to get out on a regular basis, going out doing fun things, enjoying life, embracing it. Because if you don't, and you just sit at home and do nothing, then basically you're wasting life. So get outside, enjoy life, and look after your mental health and your health. And that's just my sort of end of video statement for now. So have a beautiful day.